that you in love with the stuff in your hitting them. They hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind. Handle your business, handle your business. Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to throw on first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Flex round! Flex round!
Brissett now. He may try and run for this. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 47-yard punt. But they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And caught left side, Olsen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed, this little gain. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And he puts it through. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Second down, Mayfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Airing it out for Hearns. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
They come up in an offset eye.
Gun!
They'll run here with Ingram. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Gun! Detroit!
He's going to get it running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second down, Brissett. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us. Order with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Gun, Brissett. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chargers getting set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. A first down throw for Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wells. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They go play action with Brissett. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Caught here by Conley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Brissett on first down. That's caught. It's Gronkowski for a Charger touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. The extra point up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Airing it out for Hearns. They've got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught right side, it's Hearns. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
No. Check. Patriot!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Dances by him. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First down, Brissett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has the ball, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Brissett rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Spikes it to stop the clock, and now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we reach halftime here with a visiting Titan. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. That doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! Leopard! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39!
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. Tackle made there by Haloti Nada.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Brissett now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius able to run him down for a loss of a yard. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 23 yards on the play. Brissett now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Brissett to throw on first. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. Following the interception, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. Macklin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Looking deep here for Macklin. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Leopard! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 1st down, Drake. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second down, Mayfield. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A carry for Foreman. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. A second down throw for Brissett. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Here's Foreman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Brissett. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run with Foreman. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Foreman. And he's got room. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Going to throw right side here, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Titans getting set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
First and 10, Brissett. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Gronkowski, slot left. Brissett now. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Colby Listenby, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Mayfield now on second down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Leopard!
Mayfield on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. This fielded at the 2. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield now. It's caught right side. It turns. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Mayfield. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, Mayfield. He finds Hearns left side. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Detroit!
A first down throw for Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Titans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to go down again. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
One last shot from Mayfield here. This is caught by Hearns. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up.